We usually ask for a tip or a war story to wrap up an episode, but I think that's about the best tip. That the last 5 minutes or so of our visit today really is a great way to cap us off. Um, you mentioned earlier, Chris, being on Twitter, and I know that you personally are, and I know that TLAP has a Twitter account. Would you just let folks know how they can follow you and TLAP on Twitter to get more information?
And so the place we're most active is our Facebook site, and it's just facebook.com/TLAP helps. And on Twitter, it's TLAP helps is the name of our Twitter account. But our Twitter account, honestly, just kind of mimics what we post on Facebook here and there. But on Facebook, we'll post programs. We're going to have programs over the holidays. Also at tlaphelps.org, there is a button with over 20 hours of different programs, videos on different topics like the ones we're talking about that could be helpful for gearing up for the holidays or for learning about boundaries or whatever the topics are. And if anybody ever needs anything, you can call or text us anytime at 800 343 TLAP.
It's important to point out too, I think sometimes there's a misperception that TLAP is the state bar. And it's important to point out that those contacts are completely confidential, right?
Absolutely. There's a statute that protects it. We are an agency, a part of the state bar, but I want you to know we tell no one anything. We don't talk to discipline. We don't talk to the other departments other than waving by when I walk past them sometimes. But we're walled off in our own department and we don't share information of anyone. And if anybody's ever worried about that, you don't have to tell us who you are when you call us. We're not worried. We just want to help people, and it's a safe place to get help.
And you have a lot of resources that you can help pair people with or direct them to. So even if you don't know where to start or what to do, TLAP is a great place to start if you're trying to figure things out.
Yes, we can connect people to specialized professionals. We can connect people to groups, to peer support. And if there's funding that's needed for care, we have access to a trust that can help attorneys if they have financial need.
Well, thanks so much, Chris, for spending the time with us today. I think it's just extremely useful information that you've passed on. And, it's important to all of us and for Jody and I to convey to our listeners that, there is help out there if you need it. You don't have to feel like you're facing this alone, and you don't have to be the undefeatable warrior day in, day out. It's not worth your mental health.
Nope.
You carry that around with you all the time. And so we're just very grateful for you spending the time with us and hope that our listeners get some benefit out of this episode.